Bueno, unas preguntitas. ¿Medicamentos?
No.
¿Drogas, armas, tabaco, alcohol? Nada de eso, ¿no? CBD, THC, vape pens no lleva. ¿Está abierto, Captas? S4, lane 11. After I inspected the trunk, I did notice some things in the back. So we're going to have our secondary officers check it out.
He's hitting on this.
Can I get a secondary officer to escort this vehicle through Z portal? We have a K9 alert on the rear quarters.
There we go. Rear quarter panels right here. You see the bundles clear as day.
There we go. Could be hard narcotics. A lot of packages. Both quarter panels are pretty well packed. Marijuana, the bundles of usually, from what we've seen in the past, are a lot larger in size. On the cocaine, it's usually a solid feeling. This one's pretty solid, so more than likely I'm gonna say that this one's gonna be cocaine. Even though we find narcotics located in one area, that doesn't mean that the rest of the vehicle is not loaded. Yes, we found the anomalies in the trunk area, but we're going to clear the entire vehicle, make sure there's no more concealed. All clear.
Otero, as we pull them out, count the bundles, okay?
After you conduct several hundreds of inspections a day, you kind of learn what the norms are. It just comes with time and experience.
5 right here. Cool. So there's nothing else in here? It was nice and hollow? Okay. Alrighty.
Got 5.
So 10 total. Yeah.
We'll get a test, find out what we're dealing with, and go from there.
Come on, buddy. He's like, who's that? Ice, my K9. He's a 5-year-old Belgian Malinois. We've been a team for about 3.5 years. Border Patrol, we have several different functions that we do here. In Gulfport, Mississippi, one of the things is international waters. They're just a few miles off the coastline. And it's also I-10 is a thoroughfare coming directly from the southwest border. The thing that my team focuses on is transnational criminal organizations, whether it be alien smuggling or drugs or whatever type of contraband that they're trying to smuggle on the interstate. Come on. Hey, Kennel. Good boy. M11 to Jackson. I'm 10-8, good morning. We're gonna see if we can't find some smugglers. Narcotic is one of the biggest industries in the United States, and the industry is gonna use the interstate. I-10 is probably the largest corridor for drug trafficking and illegal alien smuggling in the United States. The flow of the contraband normally is drugs and people going east, and then the proceeds from that contraband and weapons going back west. Now, it seems like he's going a little fast. So he's slowing up now. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull him over. You could tell he was looking for us to come out behind him. And he's showing a ton of driver action. They're hiding something. Whoa. How y'all doing? I'm a Border Patrol agent assigned to the county task force, looking for smugglers. You got your driver's license with you? It's in my leg. Okay, yeah, just step out and get it, brother. This a rental car? Yeah. You got the rental paperwork with you? I'll talk to her in a second. Hey, just give me your license right quick. Where y'all heading to, man? Oh, okay. Wait right here. I'm gonna run your license, and we'll get you guys out here. Is that why you're kind of nervous? I'm not worried about that. You're not gonna go to jail over suspended, bro. I'm just gonna make sure you ain't got no warrants, and I'm gonna get you out of here, okay? Nah, that's a misdemeanor one. I'm talking about felony warrants. He's got 2 felony warrants. So definitely gonna go back to Louisiana for the warrants. Do me a favor. Don't run, okay? Put your hands right here. Put your hands right there.
Can I get in my wallet first?
No, we're gonna go into it in just a second. Hey,
okay, no, I'm just gonna give him my, okay.
No, just chill out.
Look.
I'll let you give it to him. I'll let you give it to him. Just put your hands on the thing. No. Now put your hands behind your back. Don't. No, stop.
I'm not running.
Got one running. More extradition warrant.
A lot of travelers think that customs is just coming into the United States, but it's anything coming in or out of the United States.
How are you doing today? Fine. What's the purpose of your trip today?
It was a business trip.
How much cash are you traveling with today out of the United States?
How much cash? 500 euros, I think.
Once you're at the jetway, that is our jurisdiction. Once you cross that threshold, you've now made the intent that you're going outbound.
Nothing else? Just 500 euros, no checks? Anything like that? Okay. You're all set.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
That's it.
Approximately, how much cash are you guys taking out of the United States right now, estimate?
About 9.
Okay, have a nice flight, guys. If you're carrying more than $10,000, which you're legally allowed to do, the money must be declared to customs. If somebody under-declares, or we see that they're hiding money, then what happens is at that point, you were untruthful to the US government, and now that money is subject to be seized. Hi, may I see your passports?
Yes.
How you guys doing?
Doing well.
Husband and wife?
Yes.
Okay, right now between you and your wife together, approximately, how much currency are you guys taking out of the United States right now?
$10,000.
Okay, this is just a currency reporting form. Just write down how much money you declare to me, you sign there, and the wife signs there for me, okay? There's no taxes, no fees, no penalties, or anything like that. Okay? All right. Do me a favor, guys, just come with me for a quick minute. Can you just come in here for me, all right? It's just a random bag exam. I'm gonna need you guys to take out the monies, put it down on the ground. I'm gonna count it and give it back to you, okay? All right, just put it right down as the floor as is. Do you have a wallet, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, just put it down as is for me. Just watch me, please, because I am gonna count your money. Told me $10,000, okay? It's double what you told me. Well, stay right there for a second. Hey, boss, can you just keep an eye on them?
kind of seizure.
This was the cash that was presented.
Trust me, I go back and I promise you.
Okay. This is going into this bag. Okay. Here's where it pays to be honest. I stopped you randomly. I asked you how much money you have. You told me $10,000, okay?
I'm right.
Okay, but sir, I'll give you a chance to speak, okay? Unfortunately, told me, unfortunately right now, the money's gonna get seized. You guys can come right outside. Just wait for me right over here, okay? I only need one person to stay behind for the seizure. So he's gonna come with us and you can take the bags and everything. You go right outside. We're gonna take him to secondary and we're gonna do the seizure. The wife is going to wait for him. And once we go into the office, we separate all the currencies and we do an actual count. We'll get the final count. There we go. All right, so just have a seat for a second, okay? All right, we'll start off with the hundreds first, okay? Grand total of the seizure is $20,533. Had he told me I have about 20,000, I would have given him this FinCEN 105, would have completed it, and he would have been on his way. But unfortunately, we had to seize the currency. You're going to get rebooked on another flight, okay? The FinCEN 105 is designed to combat organized crime, drug trafficking. Let's go straight up this way, all right? Within 30 days, he's going to get a letter from fines, penalties, and forfeitures as the part of customs that handles this part from this day forward. They're going to want his side of the story, why he didn't declare the money. If he can't prove where the money came from, then the seizure becomes a forfeiture. But most of the time, they keep a percentage as a penalty and then give the rest back.
I'm going to test the narcotics that were found in the vehicle. The reason why we do it with all these precautions is with the uptick in fentanyl, we don't want to get exposed. So we do this the safest way possible to identify what we're dealing with. I'm cutting through the several layers of packaging that they utilize to throw off the dogs. They'll pack it real airtight. It looks like there is a white powder. It does have the consistency of cocaine, but it also could be fentanyl. There it is. We have a positive test for cocaine hydrochloride. Once we get a good solid weight on the cocaine, we'll know more or less how much it's valued here at the border. The value of the narcotics here at the port of entry is going to be different than it is within the interior. As the narcotics travel within the interior, the value of the narcotic goes up.
Let's get them all lined up right here, and then we'll make sure they're weighed and then count them as you hand them out.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. Total weight is 11.16 kilograms. The money that gets produced through the purchasing of this narcotics will typically go back to the drug traffickers, back into Mexico and back into their pockets. Aside from the narcotics being taken off the street and potentially harming U.S. citizens or any other illegal immigrants, we're also basically disrupting the drug trafficking organization system and how it funds itself. We continue to hit them where it hurts, and that's the wallet.
Went in right here.
Here's the corner with the K-Dog.
sounded like he went over that way.
Right here, there's bobcats in here. There's footprints from several wildlife. Let's go back to the fence and check the other way.
Yeah. We're eastbound on I-10. We had a wanted subject ended up running from the stop. We got a local K9 track going. The dog's going all over the place with fresh signs, so we're probably gonna have to track it by eye if we can. Well, he's got to be somewhere close to here because he wasn't in the best shape, but he got a head start on him.
Can you give me a description?
Yeah, he's a black male, approximately 30 years old, wearing a blue jean jacket and blue jeans and tennis shoes. And he's got tattoos from what I saw on his arm, and he's got a active felony warrant.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Tom. Still kept going northwest. He just tracked to a little shoot house back here in the woods. I'm going to clear it real quick. There should be a huge pond when you get on the way to me. If you could, just check around the bank of it. Make sure you're in double back.
That's for. I'll check this area by this pond. What's up?
21, yeah. All units up here on the interstate. I got him back here. He's going eastbound toward 57 in the woods.
10-4. It's on the north side of the interstate, running eastbound towards 57.
Trying to jump out of the wood line.
21 Jackson, I'm out with the individual.
Right, you can't outrun the radio. I just saw his jacket in there somewhere. So we're gonna bring his jacket just to prove it was him. That stuff.
He's in custody. He's perfectly fine.
He still got the keys to the car.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Let's go. He was loaded. Come on. I'm not seeing anything.
Oh, shit.
I smell weed coming. That's bad. Well, man, they probably threw out whatever they had.
Let me check that green bag. That's the last one.
We just need the keys for him
Oh,
for the concert, because we still going to that concert.
took a lot of effort and good teamwork. And what's going to happen now is they confirmed the warrant, so he's going to go back to Louisiana for the warrant, and we're going to go back to work. It's pointless to run. You're going to get caught. Hello.
Can you make your way over?
Have a good alert. Oh, wow.
There it is. So the females, they were a little overly friendly, very talkative, giving me all those indicators that it's a little bit more than what there is. Noticed that there was some vacuum sealed packages, and then went ahead and started extracting the females from the vehicle so we can go and find out what's in the trunk. Right now we're gonna start processing the load.
You can hear it. You can hear it. It's at the bottom.
Packages inside. Packages moving inside. So these nails that are put right here are just kept to hold it. And if you see down here, you can see the bundles all across the back right here.
Oh, wow.
There it is.
Heading to this flight that's headed to London. One of our canine dogs hit on a bag for narcotics. So I'm gonna go meet my team. They already pulled the bags. We're gonna verify the contents and make sure that we intercept the passenger before they board this flight. There we go. That's the one. Yeah. Do you have your passport? Yeah. Any baggage you got with you?
Just my personal.
Anything checked in?
Just my luggage and plane.
You got a checked in luggage?
Yeah.
All right, gotcha. You're headed to London right now? What's the purpose of your travel?
Yeah. Traveling, visiting friends, family.
Okay, gotcha. All right, and you said you have a checked in luggage?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna head to that right now, all right? How does your luggage look?
It's black.
Black? All right, come. So, come to the side here. Just want to make sure this right here is your luggage. This one right here, right?
Yes.
All right. Everything inside is yours, belongs to you and only you, right?
Yes,
all right. So I do need you though to turn around. I'm gonna put you on a handcuff at the moment, okay? Do you have anything on you that could hurt me or anything on you? No. All right.
Can you explain to me what's happening?
The dog hit on your bag.
Oh.
All right. So we gotta take you with us. All right. So you're gonna follow me, all right? All right. Come down.
You're gonna chill out. We're gonna take you out of the handcuffs. Is that cool?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
It's a lot of us. No need to run. We just want to treat you like a human being.
Okay, yeah.
So we're gonna have the dog just run it again, real quick. Go ahead. So I'm just gonna, again, just ask you again. This bag is yours. Everything inside belongs to you. You're not carrying anything for anybody else.
No, ma'am.
All right, so I'm gonna open it now, okay? Are you aware of the contents of the bag?
This one is not my bag. My bag has clothes. I just checked it in.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. We're gonna take a test of it. It's looking like the obvious, you know, marijuana. But It's definitely positive. So all the stuff you have here is looking like marijuana. Right now, we're gonna have to take this, and then we're gonna have some officers come and talk to you, okay? We're going this way. Yeah. We're gonna call HSI. They're just gonna take it from here. It's 33 packages. Total of 17.48 kilograms.
Hey, you got one more.
Oh my God, the other one. We actually just got some intel that she has someone that she knows on boarding another flight right now. So another team is gonna go and get that now. On to the next.
You see the tempering here? I think the anomalies were behind the door panels as well.
I'm still a trainee here as a new officer. I'm partnered up with FTO Subia, who's known for catching all the loads. I've been learning so much from him. He definitely knows what to catch.
I do take the field training officer position very serious. I do want to pass on a lot of knowledge. I want to make this job fun for them. Don't be afraid to get in. I try to give them as many tools as I can to be successful, and I want them to have that feeling that they're going to go out there and have what they need to be successful. The front one's clean. Let's check the rear one. So you can see the tempering. It looks like maybe 5 each. They want to make it look as normal as possible, so they're utilizing people's personal vehicles to load them just to make it less conspicuous, so you'll see all that personalization. 3, 4, 5, 2, 3.
It's awesome that I've only been here for going on 2 months, and it's the biggest load that I've seen so far.
68, 69.
It just gives you more enthusiasm to keep going, to keep looking, to keep searching all vehicles.
83, 84, 85. Looks like we might have gotten it all.
So I just saw a camper trailer go by, and he don't have any lights going on his whole trailer. Travel trailers right now are real popular as far as people use them because there's lots of places you can hide contraband. Man, you ain't got no lights on this thing. On the back. Yeah, it's not working.
It's my partner's, and he said whatever.
Hey, listen, just leave your stuff in the car and step outside, okay? It smells like marijuana in the car, so we're gonna check it out right quick. Come here. Look, is there anything in the camper you want to tell me about?
There are like pipes and stuff like that. He has a medical marijuana card in
Open
Florida.
that. Open that up. They got empty drawers all over the place. I'm just making sure that they don't have any like felony distribution level type drugs in here. So far, all I found is like personal use marijuana. Not the kind of things that we're interested in. Y'all can keep this stuff and I'll take you to jail, or you can get rid of it.
I don't need to keep it.
All right, pour it on the ground, stomp it out.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and try to fix your lights though, because you can't keep going
okay.
up.
We figured it out. We thought it was plugged in and it was not. So the lights should work.
Okay. Let's see if they're on there.
I've been traveling for like 10 years. We homeschool our kids. We got a little pool.
Like a hippie community here.
That's the goal.
All right, they're working now. Y'all are free to go, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, have a good evening. Such people were a little bit different, you know, but to each their own. We're here to enforce trafficking level amounts. Sometimes it's something small, but you gotta check everything out.
M11.
Go ahead.
I'm back to 2011 passenger truck, silver in color.
So we just got an alert about a car that is a known human smuggler, and it's on its way back westbound. So we're gonna make contact with the people here in a minute. There it is. And he is coasting. What you'll see when we're concentrating on westbound operations is them actually pick up currency for all the payment for all the people that they've dropped off. The normal price range is probably somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000. If we talk to them and that's something that they've done, then we'll seize the currency. How you doing, bud?
Hola, hola.
¿Hablas inglés?
No.
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 Ok, mi nombre es Todd con la South Mississippi Metro Enforcement Task Force. ¿Tienes licencia contigo?
Solamente esta.
Oh. El Salvador.
Salvador.
Bate de carro, habla conmigo atrás, ¿ok? ¿Cuánto dinero usted tienes contigo?
Ando $5,000.
5,000. ¿Cómo tuve eso?
Vengo de pagar una deuda que tenía. Sí.
No, señor, dígame la verdad, ¿ok? Yo sé, usted traer personas ilegales. No, sí. Hey, es muy importante usted dígame la verdad, ¿ok? O yo creo ustedes traer drogas. So,
No.
¿cuál una?
No, droga no. Fíjese que hoy sí traía una.
Oh, uno, ok. ¿Tienes permiso para checar tu carro?
Sí.
Ok. Espere aquí un momento. He just admitted to me that he's transporting people for money. And he says he has $5,000 in there, so we're going to see if that's true. Well, he said one person, but there's evidence that he smuggled way more than one person. He's got a pretty big vehicle. There's other trash and stuff that's in it. That ain't gonna be just for one person. Oh, yeah. That ain't 5,000.
We're gonna go ahead and cut into a couple of the packages. Looks like marijuana, smells like marijuana. So this should confirm that it is marijuana. Get it into our kit. When we first get the first ampules going, it'll change to a solid purple. Then once we get going, it'll change into double colors. So you'll see the darker on the bottom, the lighter on the top. And there we go. Positive tests for the properties of marijuana. We were able to confirm the narcotics. And now start doing paperwork and start processing this load. We'll get everything on the scale, we'll get weights. And then we'll allow the HSI investigators that responded today to start doing their magic on their end. 27, 28.
I didn't think it was going to be so soon into my training, right, to find something this big, right, of this magnitude. Something like this definitely is a good start to kick off my career. Zubia knows what to look for. Things that seem awkward to him, weird, he picks up on all that.
83, 84, 85. 85 bundles, 43.12 kilos.
Oh yeah. This is the biggest load I've seen. I'm pretty excited about it. It's marijuana. It's still federally illegal.
I just try to work as hard as I can and as best as I can. I'm here to make my name shine, make my family proud, and then also I want the agency to know that out here, if I put on this uniform, I'm gonna represent it in the way that it's supposed to be represented.
Terminal C, 136. The flight leaves in literally 45 minutes, so we're trying to get there as fast as possible. We arrested someone earlier in the day. Through that, we got intel that a second person tonight is gonna go outbound to London, possibly carrying the same amount of drugs. This is where the bags are, and they're gonna run the bag.
That's a good alert.
Good boy. Good boy. K9 just hit out one of the bags, so now we're gonna go inside and figure out who's responsible for the bag.
Fine, so you're gonna relax.
Most of these, they're always gonna be a mad dash because they'll book an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours before the flight or even a day. And sometimes it takes people a lot of time. So just come over here for me. Is this your luggage? That's not your luggage? You didn't pack it, but on the tag, it says your name, everything matches. Did you check in the bag? She appears very nervous. It could be her first time dealing with something like this. The dog outside was running the bags and it sat in your bag. We're gonna go to a different terminal and then we're gonna open the bag and just see what's inside. For our safety, I'm gonna handcuff you. So just turn around, face the wall. So we're gonna go this way. So basically what's gonna happen, we're gonna open the bag right here in front of you. So just stand right here, right here. All right, right here, you're good. The luggage is almost identical to the first seizure. Black seal bags with Sharpie, I'm guessing different strands and different types of marijuana.
This stuff comes all the time. They're almost on a daily occurrence. So you're not the first person, you're not gonna be the last person. You obviously know what it is, it's marijuana, but we're gonna test it anyway just to, verify exactly what it is, right?
So obviously it tested positive for marijuana.
All right, so basically the next step we're gonna bring you into a room right here. We're gonna have a conversation with you, then another agency is gonna come and they're gonna talk to you. So,
I understand.
So let's just take a walk. So right now, HSI is gonna go talk to the person because she was also linked to the first seizure of the day. total is gonna be 32 packages, weighing 16.86 keys. Today was a good day. We had 2 seizures within 2 hours. They had the same destination, and even when we opened their bags, their luggages were almost identical. It really seems like both subjects are a part of a bigger organization. Stopping these individuals who are bringing marijuana outbound is very important because we're stopping drug trafficking organizations overseas.
La otro dinero es en tu cartera. So that's total. It's all hundreds, and 50s, like it just got paid for it.
M12.
He's got 3 cell phones too. Having that many cell phones, it usually shows for activity, of criminal activity. Because I have one for like their personal stuff, and they'll have one for like their work stuff. Señor, ¿tienes documentos para estar en los Estados Unidos legalmente?
No.
All right, so el dinero es de transportando personas ilegales. And usted bajo arresto por estar en los Estados Unidos legalmente, okay? So, votese por mí. Pones las manos en atrás. Based on his own statements, he crossed the border illegally, and so he's amenable to removal, so we took him into custody. We have the currency, and we're going to go back to the station with the currency. The final count's going to be 6182. We'll do the paperwork on the vehicle, and we're going to process him. Tonight was very productive. Taking the currency is a big deal because you're hitting them where it hurts. I mean, they can replenish people, they can replenish narcotics. However, time is money, so you've lost all that time, and it's very important. You can never get that back. For every step we take, it makes them have to take another step to try to figure out how to beat us.
This is the guy. That's what we're gonna be looking for. Today we're doing outbound currency examinations of all the travelers going to Punta Cana. We have a subject of interest who is possibly linked to a Colombian drug cartel. Hello, may I see your passports, please? Are you traveling with over $10,000 today? All right, have a wonderful trip. We have no definitive answers on this, but we'll be looking for drug money going out of the United States, hidden on him, and see what we can find.
What kind of work you do? So you military?
Yeah.
How long you been in?
22 years.
You almost out.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, well, thank you for your service, man. Enjoy your trip. Hello. See the gentleman with the blue long sleeve?
Checkers?
Yeah.
Do you have the paper?
Yeah, I think that's him.
Possibly. Possible suspect is a couple travelers back. We're just IDing them from the photo, but we're going to stop them and take a look. Hey, how you doing? Can I see your passport, please? Thank you. What's the purpose of your travels?
25th wedding anniversary.
Oh, congratulations. The two of you traveling together? Yeah. We're doing currency verifications. If anybody's traveling with over $10,000, they just have to declare it to the United States government. How much currency are you traveling with today?
$1,000.
All right. How long will you be outside the United States?
7 days.
All right. Have a good trip.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Subject to interest was a false alarm. We let the subject go. It was not the person, the traveler that we were looking for. Sometimes when you're going by photo, you're kind of rolling the dice with it.
I'm gonna verify and see if he made it or not. Do a favor for me. Can you check if the passenger made this flight?
Sure. On board, one Charlie.
Really?
One Charlie, yes.
One Charlie, so he boarded at the beginning. This is the first one to board.
First one to board, we missed it.
Just like the
in first class.
Wah, wah, wah.
It's all right. Look, I'll grab him when he comes back.
All right, afternoon, guys. This is your pre-op briefing for Archangel 2023. This is a human trafficking operation. We are going to focus on rescuing victims of human trafficking today.
Homeland Security Investigations is the global leader when it comes to conducting human trafficking investigations. Throughout the world, 28 million men, women, and children are trafficked. Human smuggling is voluntary. Human trafficking, on the other hand, they are involuntarily forced to commit some type of labor or sex act. They are held against their will. This is trafficking.
We're going to be set up at one of our local hotels. We'll be calling in these girls from known trafficking websites. As soon as we leave here, we're going to have our undercovers go ahead and start texting them. We're going to focus on the girls who are being trafficked through force, fraud, or coercion.
We see a lot of victims coming from Southeast Asia, but it happens everywhere. Central South America, Africa, even Europe. So no one is immune from the scourge.
Goal of this operation, we rescue the victims, we get them some help, and then we go after their traffickers, either take them down in the parking lot or follow them away and take them down on the streets. So stay safe out there and appreciate everybody's help today.
Transnational criminal organizations will do whatever it takes to make a profit. So they focus on human smuggling, human trafficking, trafficking of weapons, trafficking of drugs.
There are true victims in these human trafficking operations. Sometimes they need somebody to help them get the services and guidance they needed to get out of the situation that they're in. So to be able to get somebody out of this, it's very rewarding. I will be conducting surveillance from the parking lot as these targets arrive. It'll be our job to call out, what vehicles they're in, if the target was dropped off, or if the target, may be with a handler, a pimp, and that handler, waiting in the parking lot for them to complete the day. So just giving any intel to the arrest team to make it a safer arrest. By sitting in this spot over here, I've got both the main entry door and the side entry door covered. So if there's any kind of foot pursuit or anything like that where the pimp runs from the arrest team, we at least have two of the sides covered, so we'll be good there. We have a female en route, so she's coming. She'll be here about an hour. The investigators weren't able to get what vehicle, so we'll just wait tonight if we're able to rescue one victim and get them the service they need, that's a success.
Did you see behind the glove box, behind the radio? Right now we're doing a training with another agency on compartments, how to look for compartments, what to look for, and where cartels and narcos like to hide their narcotics at. And right now I'm just looking in the seats. There's a pretty big factory void right here that they can use for a lot of things. Between the seat and the frame itself, there are many natural voids within the car, and we're not the only ones that know this. The cartels know that they'll utilize those spaces, so you really have to dig in and look.
What we saw here was a non-factory compartment. That part should not be there, runs all the way across, and the access point is through the driver's side.
All clear.
Buenos dias. What are you bringing today? We only have like a few moments, seconds to determine like admissibility, like if they're good to go. Okay. ¿Qué hacen en Juárez? ¿Viven en Juárez? Okay. ¿Dónde van? If they're cool, calm, and collected, for the most part, they're usually good to go. When I see something I like, I slow it down and I take a closer look at it. I look for signs of nervousness. Mostly they're shaking or they're avoiding eye contact. I mean, they reveal themselves.
Escort lane 3. Yeah, it's a white SUV.
So, yeah. Okay, vamos a ir aquí a la número 3.
So, ¿de dónde vienen? ¿De la casa en Juárez? ¿Y para dónde van? ¿Qué van a hacer el paso?
Vamos a ir a compras y a comer.
Ok. ¿Y el vehículo de quién es? ¿Algo que aclarar? Ok, so abre el cofre, sálgase con cualquier dinero que traiga.
Ya está.
You're just looking for stuff that might be loose or like fingerprints, but all this looks pretty dirty, so doesn't look like we got messed with too much. It's pretty odd too when sometimes you see stuff like this. It's like, why is this so easy to pull off? So it's just makes you look a little bit extra. Back here too, this was so easy to pull off. Like, why? So you just try to look for secret compartments. Sometimes these panels are like easy to pull off, and I don't know what this is. It's interesting. ¿Qué manejó? Te voy a preguntar algo. ¿Esto qué es?
Eso me fundió un foco de la casa. Se fundió el foco de la casa.
¿Y dónde estaba?
Pues en la casa. No, es que le
No,
iba a cambiar.
esto ahorita, ¿dónde estaba esto?
No, pues no sé.
¿Cómo que no sabes?
No me acuerdo. O no sé nada.
Te acabas de decir que se te fundió
sí,
algo.
Se me fundió el foco,
¿Pero
no.
por qué lo traes en el vehículo?
Pues no sé, no trae nada.
No sabe.
Se puede chequearlo, puede meter
¿Pero
la
qué?
información y todo.
¿Qué estaba acá adentro?
Nada.
¿Sabes dónde lo hallé?
¿Dónde? No sé, pues no sé.
¿Sí, miraste dónde?
No tengo idea.
¿Sí miraste?
No miré. ¿Dónde?
Abrí aquí y allí estaba. ¿Es tu vehículo, no?
Sí, pero no, pues
¿Por qué lo pondrías ahí?
Yo nunca le abro ahí, mi mamá.
Y tú dijiste, esto es de mi casa. Ese me fundió.
Oye,
Lo traía en el vehículo y está escondido. ¿Y qué vas a creer que nosotros... ¿Se ve mal, no?
No, se ve mal. Pero no, yo tengo probation, yo no lo...
¿Probation para qué lo tienes? Droga. So, ¿tienes
No, agarré probation por tráfico de armas. Yo marco y si me hablan ahorita para el pillo, pero no, pues todos los días me revisan, mamá, y todos los días me revisan, todos los días rayos X.
Pero sabes que esto se ve mal, ¿verdad? It's pretty odd the way that it's broken. It didn't look like there was drugs inside of it, but you never know. All right, so súbete el vehículo. Right now I'm gonna x-ray so they could make sure that there's nothing else in that area, because that shouldn't have been there to begin with, so there might be other stuff that was there. Z-Portal up next, 2011, Jeep Grand Cherokee. Nothing. You didn't find anything?
The truck is pretty much
Clean. Yeah, sometimes you just find odd things in odd places. So. Hey, ¿por qué está todo fácil para quitar los paneles?
Pues es lo que yo les digo, yo siempre que paso, pues, siempre me quitan los clips todo y yo les digo, qué rollo, le digo, me están desmarando los clips.
Ya, pero nosotros tenemos que hacer nuestro trabajo. Nosotros te tenemos que estar checando.
Sí, pues.
Vale, pues. Que te vaya bien.
Hey, can you keep an eye? I'm trying to find them. We have a referral coming back from the Philippines, a country known for sex tourism. Concerns come in if you're going to seek out sex tourism. Is it legal in that country, number one? And number two is if there's minors involved. You know, if the individual that they're engaging in those sexual acts with is a minor, then we have issues. He came off of Doha, so he's probably getting his bags. It's not him with these black shoes on? No? There we go.
Got him?
Yeah.
He's at my 6 o'clock at the other end. Just got a chain on. Yeah, that's gotta be him.
All right, come on.
We'll see.
How you doing, sir? Come on with me. Right through here. You got all your luck? Yeah?
Yeah, that's everything.
All right. You can just throw your bags up on this belt right here, okay? Where are you coming from today?
Philippines.
From the Philippines.
Yep.
How long were you there for?
27 days, I believe.
All right. And what was the purpose of that trip?
See my wife.
See your wife. And how long have you guys been married for?
Since January July 23rd of 2022.
Talking to him, he seemed to not be confident in his answers. 27-day trip, he says he has a wife in the Philippines. It could absolutely be a cover story, or it could be that he does have a wife over there. So right now, I'm trying to see if I can make this story make sense.
So I received a text message about 10 minutes ago that we're waiting on a female target to get dropped off. It's a silver Nissan Altima, male driver, should be arriving on the lot.
Oh, he's right there.
drop somebody off. One girl. There's a female inside right now that he circled a lot. Okay. Or he's leaving the lot again now.
Go time, go time.
He's gonna go westbound at the intersection. Got a fresh green right now and I'm headed that way. Got a uniform in the area, can stop him.
Yeah, no problem.
We'll have the marked unit perform a traffic stop on it and investigate further to their involvement in this. Seems to go on in these apartments across the street to the west from the hotel. There's a silver Nissan that matches the description. Yeah, there's a marked unit right there. I think that's it. Is it occupied? Is it occupied? All right, let's, you want to get him? Yeah, yep. We're going to detain this subject right now and investigate further.
All right, we're moving up and stand by.
Step out of the car.
Just put your hands up here, okay? All right. Put your hands behind your back real quick, George. I'm just gonna detain you real quick, okay, boss? It's okay.
I'm not sure.
All right, cool. Look like it's on.
I'm a federal agent with Homeland Security Investigations.
Okay.
All right. We're going to detain you for now, and we're going to take you over here across the street and interview you. I saw you make a couple laps in that hotel over there. We got an op that we're running right now. So we're just going to take you over there and ask you a few questions, all right?
I'm not trying to be argumentative.
I got you. I got you. Yeah, no, we'll fill you in, man. The team leader that's running this operation has reason to believe that this may be the victim's pimp. So right now we're going to detain the subject, interview him, and see if he has any involvement in our operation that we're running.
Over here.
What you got? There's at least 3 boxes of condoms over here. Looks like some personal use marijuana. So we're just gonna take some pictures of that stuff for evidentiary purposes. In the event that, you know, in the interview or further investigation, we determine that this guy, you know, and be involved in the trafficking, you know, that's evidence later on for court. You got it? The Independence Police Department is going to transport the suspect down to their station. They're going to have one of their investigators, as well as 2 Homeland Security investigators, interview the suspect, and depending on the investigation, you know, possible charges, and they'll go from there. We'll head back over there. We'll find out if they have any other, you know, targets on the hook, and we'll just wait for the next one.
What is the purpose of taking all the information?
Just doing my job.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. I'm gonna take a quick peek in your bags. All this stuff belongs to you, sir?
Yeah.
Anything in your pockets? You can just put it up here.
On the passport.
How old is your wife?
41.
41.
I know her a long time before I asked her to marry me.
How did you guys meet?
Originally?
Yeah.
Online.
Online?
Yeah.
Do you travel to see her often?
No, well, it's my second time.
Second time?
Well, I mean, she's probably like about 2 or 3 months from coming over here, but you know, that long wait in the I-30 form, you kind of have to go
So
see her.
you have petitioned for her to come over here? Okay. He said they are trying to get her visa settled so that she can come over here and live. So I just want to make sure that she is indeed of age and that they are actually going through the process of filing the paperwork for her to come here. All right, so you can pack this one up. What's your wife's name?
Elselma.
Elselma? Did you get married over here or over there, I mean?
Philippines.
Did you?
That's the last stage. Those papers she'll take to her interview.
Sure.
When they call for the interview.
In his bag, he had the paperwork needed to set up the appointments that they need to do for the embassy to procure her visa to come here. His story is definitely starting to make more sense. It makes sense for him to travel to the Philippines for longer periods of time. All right, so you can pack this stuff up. If it all checks out, he has made trips over there to visit her, and there was nothing found in his bags that was unable to come into the United States, so at the end of the day, he is free to continue his travels.
All right. Thank you now.
Yep, take care.
You have a great
Safe
day.
travels.
Hello. Buenas tardes. Can I have an escort to lane 3, please? Escort on lane 3. Follow me over here into secondary, okay, sir? The white Ford F-150. He pulls up to my lane.
I've seen them before come through. You work here long enough, you kind of get those daily travelers or daily crossers.
Other times before, I've never seen him get sent in, so I went to refer to secondary.
We're gonna call the canine handler in right now to run the vehicle and see if it's loaded.
Whiskey. Whiskey. Come on. Sit. Sit. Our canine alerted to the back seat where the backrest of the seat is. He was sniffing and rubbing his nose all the way. So that's, for me, that's an alert right there. Good boy, papas.
What I'm initially looking for is a way to access this, because some trucks, like, you can pull down the back seat and you can look straight at the back wall. I don't see that. I can kind of look in here, but I'm not seeing any signs of tampering or any drugs. There's just not a whole lot, but this is interesting right here, because this material is very loose, almost like it's been off before.
This one doesn't fold, no?
No, it
It's
doesn't
just-
fold
it's
down
just
at
this
all.
right here,
Just the bottom comes up.
Well, let's check right here on the
So-
top. My dog alerted right here, so we can see what. Right there. Yeah, it's there. I can see something there. You see it?
I see it. It is loaded. Perez, put their handcuffs on. Our next step, now that our subject is in custody and we've identified that it's a load vehicle, is that we're going to run it through the X-ray here. And then they'll just scan everything and see if they can pick up the packages that we discovered or any additional packages that might be there that we missed. It's good to go through? I am super excited. I love this part of my job because this is what's fun. It's like an Easter egg hunt.
So the vehicle is what we would consider loaded. They try to hide it underneath, like the tire well. Sometimes they'll even put in a bumper, but here they try to hide it so much as in the headrest, right on the back side of the vehicle. We can't tell exactly how much could possibly be stuffed down in there, but you can tell that it seems to be a nice little amount.
As soon as we found the packages, I stopped looking at the rest of the vehicle. We call it tunnel vision. When you get excited and you find something, you tend to just tunnel in on that one thing and lose track of everything else that you're supposed to be doing. So we'll finish our 7-point back here in case we miss something. A lot of times we peel this back, but I don't really see anything or any tampering. It looks normal?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing.
No.
It's hollow.
We're actually unable to figure out exactly how to access this compartment because we already know where the packages are and we already know that we're going to be seizing this vehicle. I'm just going to cut the material so that I can get out and pull a package and we can test it and find out what we're looking at. And there it is.
We had one about 10 minutes out. There's supposed to be 2 females showing up. One asked for the room number, so she had to be here any minute.
One of the suspects claims to be in the area, a white female about 20 years of age. I guess the deal was with the UC was $275 for an hour visit. We do not have a vehicle description, so we have our other units in the lot with their eyes out looking for the target.
Hold on a second. We have 2 white females driving 19 Chevy. Definitely has a smaller female in the passenger seat.
I think this is it.
Here might be your...
If one gets dropped off, then the other one leaves the lot. Just stay with it.
The passenger got out of that vehicle, white female in a bright orange hoodie.
Did the female that got out, did she go inside already? Yeah, one female went inside. If that car moves, then yes, we want to stop.
So there's a female inside right now. It looks like there's a driver as well that has not got out of the vehicle yet. So if this female's taken into custody, we'll look to see if that driver's involved in any sort of trafficking of this individual.
Our target vehicle is now on the move.
Are you able to see where that car's parking right in front of the doors? It's in the middle row of the parking lot. Yeah, one female inside.
The girl that entered the hotel is in the room now with the undercover. So this person is involved. So we're gonna conduct a takedown in the parking lot.
He's blocked in on all sides. Get ready to go.
We've received information that there's an individual that's going to be going outbound of the United States. That individual has a warrant for their arrest for terroristic threats regarding abortion clinics.
Now when the all roads all go, because like 91, you still have to scan your boarding pass here at the counter.
We take these charges very seriously. We're going to conduct surveillance of the waiting area that flight's going to be going out of. The individual's young Caucasian male, blonde hair, probably about 5'9", 5'10". We're going to try and identify the subject and then wait for that individual to attempt to board the aircraft.
Our authority starts once they cross the threshold to board the international flight. So we wait for them to check in and board and cross into the jetway. And that's where then our rovers will take action.
We're assuming that this person is fleeing to avoid apprehension, as his particular charges, his alleged crimes, involve threats of violence. I have to hold him true to his word. I've instructed my officers to not only bring non-lethal devices, but to bring their individual first aid kits and to have a plan for anybody getting hurt.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you have your boarding passes out and ready for the agents as you board. Thank you very much.
Oh, he's right there.
You got him?
Yeah.
Get ready to go.
All right, come on.
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm Officer Booth with U.S. Customs. Can you just put down your backpack real quick? So here's the deal. We're gonna make this really quick. We got a possible warrant for your arrest. So I gotta put you in handcuffs, okay? You can just hang out. You can go on over here. Yeah, right over here, man. Right there. Yeah, can you put your hands behind your back with your knuckles together? All right, we're gonna take you upstairs. We're gonna verify this warrant, okay? Okay. Let's get you out of here.
Right now, based on the information we have, is a match, but we have to go through our process as far as getting hit confirmation in order to confirm whether the warrant's active and if they'll extradite. So we still have to print them to make sure that it's an exact match.
So the process, I guess, take your fingerprints, verify everything. If it's you, if it's not you, that's where we'll get that heads up. We'll have the people who want you contacted and see if they want to arrange a pickup for you, okay? We brought them up into our secure area to confirm the hit on the warrant.
Come with me.
And then if it does come back as him, we will begin arranging extradition. I wasn't expecting the demeanor. His demeanor is calm, cooperative. Based on intelligence we had, we weren't expecting that. You can just leave your hands out in front of you. Just don't move anything crazy. All right, thanks, dude. Really just takes the fact that we calm with him, been transparent, explaining everything, shows that it goes a long way. These are all your bags, and you pack the bags yourself. Everything in the bags belongs to you, nothing for anyone else. Anything sharp that that might accidentally poke me, anything heads up. All right, thanks, man.
Good?
No issue.
We have a copy of the warrant, so we're going to prepare to transport the individual over to the township that we're in. Their police are going to hold them while we arrange the extradition.
We take every warrant seriously. Those that have elements of violence in them, clearly we prepare for the worst and we hope for the best. And this is the best outcome that we could have anticipated.
You go take a short ride. I'm going to take you to the local police department, and then they'll process you from there, okay?
Potential for domestic terrorism has been on the uprise recently, and it's something that, as an agency, we always try to get involved in and get ahead of to identify any people that potentially have intent to cause harm to the general public. It's always worth it at the end.
This is gonna be the trap already.
Oh, there's more.
It's right there.
Well, let's start pulling them out.
Oh yeah, it's full. It's full. The whole thing.
There's a lot.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the other side. There's more. Told you.
I know.
Told you.
I know.
There's more.
Let's go. Go, go, go.
Rear passenger, step out of the car slowly.
Keep your hands moving. Keep your hands up.
Driver, exit the door. Exit the vehicle slowly. Keep your hands up, exit the vehicle.
Spread your legs. The vehicle that we thought was occupied one time by the driver only seemed to have multiple occupants in it. Both were taken into custody. The male and the female will be brought upstairs for questioning. We'll try to determine their relationship to the victim, you know, if they are involved with trafficking, how many times they've trafficked this person, and continue the investigation from there. Had multiple situations to where the mother was in the game, so they're able, you know, to groom, you know, sad as it is, their children to the game. I don't know that that was a situation there, but I've experienced that in the past. So.
You got one more right here. Looks like he's coming out. 10-4.
Sounds like we had a mark unit following another vehicle that pulled in the parking lot. They're getting ready to do a traffic stop on them, so we're gonna go over to that area and see if we can assist.
It's pulling over. We'll be at the parking lot here.
They had the vehicle stopped. Traffic stopped right up here. The gentleman was in the driver's seat, transporting the female over for the commercial sex date. Come over here for me, guy. You gave him your ID, ma'am?
I have.
Okay. Who's your passenger? What's her name? It's your girl? Okay, all right.
So here's the deal, okay? You're under arrest for aiding in the commission of a misdemeanor. Okay, there was a prostitution deal between her and somebody else at the hotel. And you drove her there, okay? I'm not gonna make an argument with you about whether you're guilty or not. That'll be for the judge to do it, okay? All right, we're gonna take you to the back over here, and then he's gonna hang tight until another car gets here, okay? Let's go over here.
All the evidence was there. From what was reported to me, there was a deal made via the phone before this target actually arrived or got the hotel room and came up to the hotel room. Therefore, we had probable cause to make the arrest out here on the street. How much you got there in your pocket?
I don't know.
If you had a guess?
13.
Both were taken into custody. The male's being transported right now. He'll be booked.
The advocate's coming out to talk to her here.
Talk to her here? Okay. Our victim associates are coming over right now to speak with our victim, interview her here, and figure out the true relationship between these two. I mean, if she is a true victim of trafficking, our coordinators are going to do what they can to get her services, the resources, the things she needs. Anybody transporting, making somebody, encouraging somebody, you know, to be engaged in this commercial sex, those are the people that we're after and the ones we're trying to get off the streets and in custody. Sex trafficking is a global issue. Oftentimes, these investigations, we find out that these organizations reach across not only state lines, but also across our international borders. So it's important to us to combat it and do what we can to help the victim get services and disrupt and dismantle these criminal organizations.
I don't see anything.
We had 6 of the white rectangular bricks and then 5 total of these. So I am expecting them to be something different just because they're packaged differently, but we'll test every single one of these individually.
Ramos, chill.
It could be cocaine, it could be meth, but nowadays a lot of people, they're mixing it with like fentanyl and other drugs, so it could be a mixture as well too. So it's cocaine, hydrochloride, narcotics. It tells us right there on the sheet.
We had 2 different types. One was kind of a longer rectangle and it was white. So right now she's testing the other type of package that we found.
This one has different packages. This one has like an aluminum foil or duct tape. So it could possibly be the same, or it can also be a different one. It seems to be a little bit thick. but it could possibly be mixed, but I'm not sure. The same one. It's cocaine.
So it turns out it is the same powdery substance. It's just labeled differently, possibly for different people or for who knows what purpose. Hey guys. Thanks. Okie dokie. Holy cow, this is actually a lot. This is all the packages? That's gonna be 13.24 kilograms. I love my job. I came into this from the military, and I've always loved serving my country. And for someone like me with no college degree, having gone straight into the Army, having a job like this, it's a blessing. And kind of every day that I'm here, I'm grateful for what I do. So, and that's 13.24 less kilograms of cocaine on the street now. I just need you to stand up and put your hands behind your back.
Hello.
Hello.
What were you doing in Mexico today? Are you bringing anything back? All right. Have a good night.
How you doing?
Very thanks.
Where are you going?
Mexico.
What do you do for work?
Well, I work with my dad.
Mhm.
He has a billboard company.
You have anything to declare today? Nothing? Can you lower your window for me?
Do you want me to open the door?
And the reason you can't lower the window is?
That's bulletproof.
When did you buy the bulletproof vehicle?
Oh, it's a rental.
Okay. So you're renting a bulletproof vehicle. He owns a business with his father, which you don't need an armored truck for. Kind of gives off different vibes. All around, the vehicle was just odd to me. The vehicle seemed solid, and that's typically when there's the anomalies inside. So I'm gonna send you to secondary, so just drive straight ahead.
Okay, sir, please have a seat on the side over there for me, okay?
¿Puedo ir al baño? Yeah, let's do the restroom.
When they ask to go to the restroom, it brings a little suspicion.
It is a sign that they are a body carrier and trying to expel the contraband.
¿Tienes algo con sus policías?
Coming from Mexico City?
Mm-hmm.
All right. How long were you there?
I live there.
Oh, you live in Mexico now? Okay.
Here in Atlanta, we have a lot of travelers coming from all over the world, but more so than any other countries from Central, South America. We see an influx of narcotics coming in. Bring any fruits, alcohol, tobacco today? Any currency in excess over 10,000? Thank you, sir. Our team members are well trained. They go to a rigorous academy. On the traveler, we look for any unusual luggage, oversized, saran wrap, and also their mannerisms. There's a bag here wrapped up with cellophane. If you come with a wrapped up bag, it will be eye-catching for most of the officers. Hello, sir. We're gonna check your luggage today, okay? Bring your luggage for me. So these are your bags?
Yes.
How long did you stay in Peru?
Only 1 week.
And the reason for your travel was?
My father passed away last Sunday.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It was just very hard, you know, no family.
I give you my condolences. Are you bringing any alcohol or tobacco products? How much money are you traveling with today? In cash?
Cash, 200.
200? No more than $10,000? What are these for?
Those are like oils. It helps you, for your body.
But what do you use it for?
I use it to my system clean.
Like herbal supplements. One is peppermint, the other one, okay. All right, so what's inside this bag?
Tamarindo.
Tamarindo? Tamarind.
Yeah.
Is it with seed? Has seed? I don't know if they're gonna let you have this, you hear? So I'm gonna talk to them. Plus, I'm gonna x-ray your bag, okay? Upon the bag exam, I found that he had tamarind, but you're supposed to declare if you have any fruits. So it was a circumstance worth us to check the whole luggage. I see something in the liner. Let's go find out. All right, so these are your bags?
Yes.
Everything here is yours, right? Yes?
Yes.
So this money? This is your money? He said he had around $200 or so. Upon checking his luggage, I found that he had cash in the liner of the bag. How much money do you have?
Maybe I haven't even counted.
You haven't counted? You didn't mention that you had that money. That's an indication for us that you're trying to circumvent our inspection. Do me a favor, go ahead and secure your money. We're gonna go to a room, we're gonna count your money, okay?
Welcome, guys. Homestead Marine Unit, West Marine Unit, PRPD, CBPOFO. Thank you all for taking your time to be part of the Operation Luna Sangre. Or Blood Moon. It's an operation that we do every year. We'll be running this operation for 2 weeks. We're conducting air surveillance and marine surveillance as well. We're gonna have people for different offices, local and federal. It doubles our size, giving us more manpower to cover the whole east side of the island, Vieques and Culebra.
How many boats we got going out tonight?
We're gonna have 3 boats, 3 person per boat. I need 3 vessel commanders and 3 tactical boarding officers. Anybody has any other questions? So let's go and catch some bad guys tonight, guys.
We're getting ready to go out searching the normal smuggling routes, looking to detect, identify, and ultimately interdict any threats that are present on the east side of Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico is the main corridor for narcotic smuggling, especially cocaine. All the drugs that come here, they can transfer to the U.S. mainland because they don't have to go to customs anymore.
We're heading down to the south shore, then we're going to start searching the area.
Careful, we're south.
Everybody ready?
Oh yeah, it's ready.
Here we go.
This is one of the great strengths of air and marine operations. Not only do we have a cadre of professional aviators, but we also have a great cadre of mariners, and we work really well together. We have the capability of moving around a lot quicker, and we can ID targets from a lot farther away. I got some people on the right hand side. Yeah, right at 1. We've just detected a vessel, looks to be about 2 persons on board, currently tracking the shore.
Southbound. They're saying they're hugging our shoreline. Going west. Now, south. I don't see it yet. Austin, gonna get behind him. Okay. Get on me, okay? We're gonna take him to the malecón.
Okay. I didn't see no fishing.
Don't have any.
We located the vessel. It was about 200 yards from land when we found them.
They drove to him.
Typically at this time, people aren't really out on boats. It's not that good of weather either, so that's why we're curious to see what they're up to tonight.
¿De dónde viene? Saliste de aquí, fuiste a
I don't think he has any warrants or anything. We know both of these guys from a previous stop where a boat was lights out coming from St. Thomas. They don't appear to have anything on the boat at this time, but we're just doing more of a thorough investigation.
¿Qué le pasa al bote al lado ahí?
We found some broken panels inside the vessel. So right now we're waiting on a K9 unit from Puerto Rico Police Department to see whether it's positive to the scent of narcotics.
Take a look at it.
Well,
there's nothing there.
We did a more thorough inspection on areas where the K9 alerted and couldn't find any evidence of contraband. It could have been an indication that there might have had something earlier and they could have jettisoned it or thrown it off the boat. But there's also a chance it could have been a false positive hit from the K9. So we decided to cut them loose. Okay, ya está bien. Tenga buena noche.
They might be doing lookout for whatever is happening.
Right.
It's possible that these guys were counter surveillance. They usually sit there and watch us, see when we go on patrols, and they notify via phone or radio to the bad guys. We never know. So we let them go their way, and we're gonna look for the next one.
¿Qué tienes aquí adentro?
Basura.
Basura, ok, póntese para atrás. The traveler asked to use the restroom, so I immediately searched for weapons, contraband, merchandise.
He could be a body carrier trying to expel contraband.
¿Esto qué es? La lámpara. El baño está allá. It's like a 2-3 hour wait. It's not surprising to see that they need to use the restroom, but it was a short 20-40 minute wait, so it kind of signals a flag.
The guy told me that he's coming to pick up a friend, that his vehicle broke, so he rented this vehicle. We'll pick him up.
All right. It's heavy. 1, 2, 3, 7-layer windows. The door was very heavy, but when you tap the door, it didn't sound like it was stuck. Knowing that it's a bulletproof vehicle, you kind of figured that's weighing it down. The steel plate on the back of the trunk, that was new. It is a bulletproof vehicle. Why wouldn't it have that? If it didn't have that, then I'd be a little worried about whoever's selling these things to this guy. Got some paperwork in here. Is that this guy's name? Yeah. There's all the paperwork for it, so it's legit. Some money. What is this? I don't know if this can go through. There's no labels. The traveler used the restroom and he didn't have any packages, so he should be good in that department. But I found the pills in his bag, no labels. This could be narcotics. You know what these are? These pills? Not marked, right? And then he has money in the car too.
How much money?
I don't think it's more than 10 grand.
Don't worry about the money.
No. Usapina, Treda May 23.
Just ask me about these.
Oye, jefe, ¿y esto qué es?
Capinas for stomach pain.
Stomach pain?
It's
Okay. And then this one?
It's like Imodium.
Like gastritis and all that?
Yeah, sí.
Yeah,
Sí.
okay. ¿Y quién vas a recoger?
A Cristian Castro. Ajá, Canto.
Cristian
Bueno,
Castro.
voy a recoger a una persona que se quedó tirada con el carro y él va a ir por él.
So he rented a bulletproof car because it's not very safe down in Mexico. Of a famous singer got stranded, so now he's gonna go pick him up and bring him back down. ¿Te pagaron en efectivo?
No.
¿Y el dinero que está aquí dentro?
Ese yo lo saqué para gastos.
All right. The guy was pretty calm. Clearly he's a businessman. He probably does this for a living, maybe. He's picking up some high-profile people. Hey, señor. That's it. Look at Diane. A bulletproof car. You don't see that every day. You know, you always see those things in movies. I gotta give me one of those.
Go ahead, do me a favor and have a seat. All right, show me your money. Put it right here. The proceeds of the money, where they came from?
From my account.
Okay. Why you had the money hidden on the bottom of the luggage?
I do that always for security. Every time I travel, gonna go outside the country.
It's very unusual for someone to have the cash hidden inside the luggage. And the way I found it, it wasn't on a regular pocket. It was on the bottom liner of the bag. People who are afraid of the authorities or victimized by the drug trafficking organization in their country, they will hide their cash. At this point, we proceed for currency verification. If I find more than $10,000, I will proceed to seize this currency. Let's go ahead and count that money.
So 85. So 1,150 plus 85.
All right, go ahead and secure your money. At this point, we verified the amount of cash. This is not more than $10,000, and we don't take illicit proceeds, so we will let him go. If this guy would have been honest with me from the beginning, I would have released him a long time ago. Good luck. Take care.
Depending on how the weather is, are you guys good with going to Vieques and hanging out for like 4 hours? So we're out by one of the nearby islands called Vieques. Unfortunately, the weather's really bad. The sea states are about 5 to 6 foot, so there shouldn't be too many recreational boats out tonight. And if we do see any boats out there, it could indicate some sort of criminal activity.
About 2 miles north of you guys off the coast here.
10-4 will be standing by. Let us know if you have anything. We have air units patrolling. They're going to be relaying any information to us on the radio, and if they detect any boats that are out at these hours with this bad sea state, we'll go out and check them.
I got some people right here. That's a group of people right there. Yeah, it is.
Almost looks like a fire. Yep, singing Kumbaya. Got a little bit of rain. What's that right there? Stop. Right there. There's a vessel. This guy is lights out, I think. I don't have something on the radar. These guys are getting a beating there. The waves. They're really... I know, yeah. I don't think you're fishing. Yeah, that's sitting there like that. It kind of looks like you're just there watching.
You could be a boat looking out, scouting.
That'd be the only reason we sent like that, DCs.
Yeah, 10-4. Just keep an eye on it.
We noticed there's some counter surveillance. These people that are out here, they know us, they know where we at. We're going back to our office, reset, and come back out.
We'll keep an eye on it and let you know.
I'll leave the boat ready.
Where are you guys coming from?
Bahamas.
Bahamas, okay. I think we have Montego Bay over here. Yep, Montego Bay. It's a good flight. Jamaica's been a hot flight for us. It's been known to bring a lot of drugs in. Through COVID, there's been a lot of dope that's been stored up in all the Caribbean islands, so they're ready to send it in as soon as they can. So this is like the third time this week that I've seen somebody come on a Jamaica flight with those same exact yellow bags. Okay. And the first 2 times I haven't searched them. And it's always a couple, and the same handbag and matching backpack. Okay. I don't know if they're on sale somewhere or they're sending them from over there. So when they grab their stuff, just grab and go through it. This would be the third couple that I've seen come with these bags. The drug trafficking organizations buy a certain type of branded bag. They hide these packages inside these bags, and then they send them with people, different cities, different flights, all throughout the U.S. So we need to find out, these bags are coming from Jamaica, or is it just a new trend that people have these same exact bags? You get your passports? You guys lost your bags? That's what I meant. Okay. Follow me this way. Just have a seat. Give me 2 minutes, all right? They have one bag that's missing, but I definitely want these bags. If they have the yellow ones, definitely want them searched.
Okay, let's do it.
Doc, bring your bags up.
Hey, these are pretty nice bags. You bought these here or over there? Okay. Do you have any food, fruits, meats?
No.
Did you bring any money over $10,000?
Do you favor?
Okay, let's get this thing on. What do you do? You rap too?
Yeah, sorry.
That's it right now. That's it.
Damn, you should just wait.
We'll get to that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it really is not that disastrous.
it is, because my dad is paid, so no.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna let you pack everything up. This is the one outstanding. Is there anything here I need to know about?
$1,000 cologne bottle.
Sir, here, you can grab your money. So you guys are coming back that much money. How much money did you go down with?
Same amount.
Oh, you didn't have all
inclusive.
You didn't realize it?
No.
You get like $200.
They're declaring $5,000 apiece. Had we been digging through the bag and found it concealed or hidden, we would have gone a little bit further, but they were open and honest about it, so we let it ride.
That's that $1,000 loan I was talking about.
I'm gonna have to step up my game. Instead of getting everything from Walmart. Okay, that's it.
I'll tell you honestly, I like your bags.
Thank you.
You guys are like the third couple I've seen with the same type of bags in a week. Ultimately, these passengers were legitimate travelers. They went for vacation, they came back, we checked their bags, there's nothing there, so we let them go.
What were you doing in Mexico? How long were you down there for?
2 hours.
Is this your car? Is the trunk open? The first stop that people make when they cross the international border is our primary booth here. And we as primary officers have a big role in determining whether or not there's something there that should not be entering the U.S. illicit contraband or whatever it may be. Do you live with your parents?
No.
Where's your car?
I have it in the shop.
A lot of times I will do physical inspections out here. I target the vehicles that I like to check. A lot of these older SUVs come through loaded, a lot of single driver loads we get. I usually work day shift. Since I've gone to day shift, it's been harder to target people. There's definitely more loads that come through at nighttime. Right. Have a good night. Buenas noches. ¿Cómo estás? ¿A dónde vas?
Ahora,
¿Qué iba nada?
no creo nada.
All right. When I looked at this car, I tapped on the doors and it felt really solid. The door is just a shell that's made out of metal and it should feel hollow. All right, pásale el máquina, okay? A la segunda. I opted to send it to secondary to go through the x-ray for further inspection.
Delta, Delta, Delta. What explore?
Anomalies inside the doors.
They call it anomalies in it. So we're going to search the vehicle thoroughly to see what those anomalies were.
Can I get a K9 in secondary?
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Get that line now.
We just got a notification that we have a target on the south side of Vieques coming in at a high rate of speed. So we're gonna try and get there as quick as we can.
What's the distance, brother?
10 miles.
Okay, we're on the move.
We gotta go, everybody take a seat.
Go.
Seas are pretty big tonight, around 4 to 6 feet. So going south on Vieques, we're definitely gonna have a rough ride. Hopefully the target keeps traveling north and we'll intercept it.
Get ready.
You're still doing 19 knots?
I'm doing it seems like it's increased a little bit.
10-4, contact PRPD in Vieques. Blue lights, I need blue lights in Esperanza. There's a boat right there. That's a scout.
Yeah, so they should be watching you guys.
Don't stop.
5 miles. Get 5. I agreed to 24 knots.
Pump it, baby. Pump it, pump it. There's another boat in front of us. Lights out. It's another scout. Go left. Where are you going? Go left.
Wait for the boat.
That's what he wants. You just stop. Hey, start looking, guys. If they reach it right behind them, I'll chase a couple guys down. It's on radar, it's on radar. It's right there in front of you, right in front of us. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Go, left. No. Hey. Wait up. Oh. Hey, get in.
Blue light. Take the shotgun. Where'd he go?
Right there.
Stay left of the town. They're running.
Hey, get us PRPD. Mosquito, guys, mosquito. Let's go.
I got 2 guys running. They're winning mosquito.
They're moving that way.
They saw anomalies on the vehicle. So my job right now is to grab my canine partner and to confirm that it's some sort of narcotic.
Dog's hitting.
Okay. ¿Y trae algo que declarar? No, no traigo nada. ¿No trae nada? Ok. Abran la puerta. Párate aquí. Manos atrás. Los dos. No te mueves. Relájate. No me puedo relajar. Relájate, señora. Te voy a explicar. Because of the anomalies, we place her in handcuffs for security reasons.
Packages. That's good enough for us to take it to the lift and tear this car apart. Because it could be the doors, it could be the gas tank, it could be the tires. But we won't know until we get like a further inspection.
Oh, yeah. It could be anything, but until we field test it, we don't know. So we try not to tear the bags and trying to make sure not to inhale anything if anything comes out of the bag.
Normally at the Calexico ports of entry, we're seeing methamphetamine and fentanyl, sometimes a mixture of the two. It is a real risk to our officers. So we always treat fentanyl as a very dangerous drug.
And that's why we make sure we're not missing anything.
Right now, our rover team has found large sums of currency being imported into the United States. Did they declare anything?
They said that the only money they were bringing back was like $100 worth.
The travelers coming from Lima, Peru. We went through their bags, we came across some picture frames. It looked like they weren't professionally made. When we opened up the picture frames, there was large amounts of currency.
Frames like in photo frames?
Yes, you'll see.
Each picture frame, you open it, looks perfectly fine. But when you take a further look, there's money inside. Some of the ink is off. If you look through, you don't see all the security features. They all are counterfeit. Whoever attempted this failed.
Lately, we've been seeing more counterfeit currency coming from Peru. It's put into the U.S. market to launder money and help support the drug trade. And when that happens, it actually affects all of us consumers. When a product is bought with counterfeit currency, the vendor loses their profit, and yet proceeds go back out to the narcotics trafficking organizations. Do me a favor, hold them in that search room for now. Talk to me. Really? How do they know each other? All right. So if they're ready to board, let's pull her aside and let's find out what's going on, how she's related to this guy. We've received some additional information that our subject with the money may be traveling with a co-traveler and is currently headed to catch a connecting flight to her final destination. So we're dispatching officers to go stop her at a gate and bring her back for further inspection. 721 up 366, all right. That plane leaves in 10 minutes.
That means it's almost door closed.
Yes, we need to grab her because she may be carrying more counterfeit. So at this point, the officers are bringing back the co-traveler of the subject we have here. Come on over here. We're going to complete a full exam of her bags and interview her to verify how she's related to our subject, if she is involved in transporting this counterfeit currency, because there's one, there's usually two or three.
Negative.
All right. We searched her bags, did all of our inspections, and we have found nothing that ties this individual back to our subject smuggling money other than that they've got a ticket together at the same time. So we're going to release the co-traveler and let her continue on her travels.
It's all 100s. Yep.
At this time, our officers are counting the currency.
That's 50,000.
Though it is counterfeit, they still have to count it and treat it as if it's real currency and log it the same way. All right, so we're at $104,000 in counterfeit currency. At this point, the investigation will be handed off to HSI and Secret Service, and they will see if it leads up to bigger fish to fry, if it gets into a larger player in one of these transnational organizations that smuggles drugs, currency in and out of the United States.
We have our agents on land trying to locate the subjects. They ran into a very thick wooded area, so our chances of finding them aren't very high.
Okay, we're going back to the boat. It is super thick in here.
Sounds good, brother. We're gonna give up on these bodies and we're gonna try and get this boat off the rocks.
There's your big one right there. Big one. There's cocaine right there.
They haven't had time to offload anything. We literally chased them right here to the beach. So that boat's gonna be loaded with a very large amount of cocaine from South America. The biggest cocaine seizures we get are tracks like this.
We might need 2 boats. Just like this heavy. A lot of dope on. It's gonna be a good 2,000 kilos.
Yeah.
Hey, let these guys come. They have more people. Miguelo, dale para acá. Mira, hasta aquí, mira, hasta aquí.
We got another CBP AMO boat out here helping us. We just have to make sure that we get everything back to the office the same way that we found it. We got to preserve the evidence.
Going back. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Get out of here. Yeah, I'll follow you.
We're actually quite a bit in here. Okay. Pin in the rear driver's side. Eight in the front passenger side. $27 in the rear passenger side. And then 4 in the driver's side. Now I'm scoping the tank. We have had other vehicles come across with drugs inside the gas tank of the vehicle. Depending on how big the tank is, they could fit quite a bit in there. So I didn't see any anomalies inside the gas tank.
This is the normal type of concealment, the doors, the quarter panels.
I saw something in the scope.
But sometimes these packages are very well hidden. So we have to utilize all our tools and our resources to make sure there's no leftover packages in the vehicle.
I thought I saw something in the scope, but apparently it's not there.
There's more packages.
We found more packages in the back side of the vehicle. And more additional packages. Nothing else in here?
Yeah, I don't see any.
No. Okay. Field test it.
We have to test them to see what drug it is. By my experience, this is crystal meth. It's like crystal shards, but for court purposes, we still have to test it out. Methamphetamine, hydrochloride.
These drugs, they're easy to make. They have a long shelf life. They're very profitable. And as they move further north, their value tends to increase. What we know is that the drug trafficking organizations are in it for the money.
We got a positive field test for narcotics, and for that reason, I'm going to go place the traveler under arrest. She had a surprise reaction. She did want to ask questions, but at that moment, we had to let her know she has to wait for agents to arrive. Now we're gonna go take the total weight. Okay. Under the balancing act. We have a total of 59 packages, 29 kilograms.
Now we contact HSI. They will come over here and they will take custody of the subject. This is kind of a small load, but this amount will still get you 10, 15 years in prison. There's an epidemic of drugs and we're trying to stop it, and this is one small step to thwart that problem.
We sweat, we bleed, but I mean, it's not worth it. I have nephews that are going to high school, so there's a fear that they're gonna be exposed to it. So getting a load like this means that I'm making a difference.
Hay más entonces. There's another load in Vieques.
Oh my God, really? Did they find it?
Yeah, they did. Mira, dile que se la traigan para acá esta gente. Apparently it was two vessels that were coming from deep south. They're both going to the same spot. We were able to intercept one. Apparently we missed one, but the other crew was able to intercept the second vessel, loaded with narcotics as well. Mira. We found sat phone, so they go so far south that they don't have a regular phone service. They always carry a satellite phone to communicate out there between them.
This boat's gotta get taken out.
Loaded and everything.
All right. It's gonna be the big one. I got a double whammy today. You did a two-fister today.
Now our second crew is coming in with the second vessel. Using two vessels at the same time is not too common, but it's a tactic they use because they don't want to lose the whole load of narcotics. So they split it in half. If they get caught with one, the second vessel can come into the land.
Cocaine?
Oh, yeah. The three subjects arrested were the pickup crew. They were apprehended transporting the narcotics from that second vessel.
The operation Luna Sangre, or Blood Moon, has been successful. We seized about 2,500 kilograms of cocaine. And we're looking forward for the next one.